What are you doing to my post-its?
Nothing. I ain't doing nothing. Relax.
Okay.
Uh huh.
Are you just fascinated by the word of the week and pajama day?
You know this is a government building and not summer camp, right?
You know, the mayor approved this, and I'm the chief of staff, so I say it's okay.
Oh, okay. Gee, it's not the answer to my question.
Well, you got an answer. Sorry it's
Okay,
not the
that's
one you
not
were
the answer
looking
to the
for.
question though.
Aw. You feel obligated to an answer. That's cute.
That's
Let me see some of my post-its. Hi, Amber.
Hey, Kelly. I heard you had a good time with your date with.
It was epic. She thoroughly planned out that date. Like, I can hands down easily say that was the most well thought out date that I've had here in San Andreas.
Well,
Hmm?
I said, glad to hear it.
Yeah, I had so much fun. So she made us a homemade meal, and then we took a limo ride to the helicopter that took us to the yacht where we had dinner.
Oh, wow.
And then after that, we had a sunset ride over the water that took us up to the Maze Bank building. And then we got to watch the sunset.
Oh, that sounds nice.
It was incredible. Like, I, I still can't believe she put that all together. She said she pulled like so many favors. Are these empty? Oh, these are. Oh, damn it. Why can I not use you? Why can I not use you? I don't understand. Wait, swap it. Okay, okay. My card's unstuck.
Hey, how you doing?
Hi, Joey.
Eh, I forgot your name.
Kelly.
Oh, Kelly. You're wearing a completely different outfit.
Yeah, I like to change clothes every day.
I'm not used to it. You look different. I don't know.
It's Pajama Friday.
Oh. Wait.
Yeah. So each Friday I like to do different themes. The last Friday of the month, I wear my PJs.
Oh, well, that's nice. That's nice. I actually needed to talk to you about something.
Okay.
Have you been made aware of what happened to Alfredo?
Yes.
Okay. Do you know that the mayor now made me the head of security?
Yes, and you are in the
Okay.
process of getting your first aid training.
Right. Apparently, I just went by the hospital. A lady named Miranda Wrights, very funny name, um, talked to me, and I asked her if she could give me the med training, and she said they could probably have a job for overstepping. So I said, don't do that because I don't want to, have you lose your job. And then I asked her, I said, well, I sent a little thing from the post office 2 days ago, and she said I can check for you. She checked. Apparently, somebody's seen the letter but hasn't responded.
Uh-huh. I know
So
that
they've looked at it.
Yeah, he talked to Dr. Dakota, but they never specifically said who. And they would
Right.
have these classes one time a week, but the head of security is supposed to get streamlined so that way when the executive order comes out,
Right,
you have
exactly.
your training.
I've been in a wild goose chase for the past 2 days trying to figure out who the hell I'm supposed to talk to, and I can never get a hold of Dr. Dakota Bridges. I put in a thing to the medical telegram, and nothing. Just nothing. And apparently, the Miranda Wrights lady who works there, and she's a paramedic,
Yeah, she's
told
an
me,
EMT.
oh, EMT, right, EMT. They told me that good luck getting a hold of them, because they're never around.
He's around. He's just around for the late shift.
Right.
And you're not around for the late shift.
I'm not.
Oh, yeah, do you have
Which-
your PO? I was supposed to add it to the roster.
I do. FV185.
Okay. FV185. Got it. Okay, and I will see about this on the late shift, and I'll get him to give me a list of names, and these people are okayed to give you your first aid training. Because if it's just him, that's going to be a serious complication.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I'll have him send me the official list. So then, if it's an issue, I can just photocopy the letter for you, and you can take that into Pillbox and show them this is okayed by your deputy or director. The deputy director's cat.
Right. Of course. One more thing. I still have to talk to the deputy mayor about it, but the attorney general suggested I speak to you. I'm trying to get new security hired, and apparently, he said that you are very good with making flyers.
Mhm.
Would it be possible if you could make a flyer that we're hiring security for City Hall, but just to put people's name forward? Then the mayor's gonna request a background check on each person that applies, and if they haven't committed any serious felonies or any felonies for that matter, they can't go through with the process. But if they're clear on that end and nothing happens through the interview process, then we're fine.
Oh no, you make them aware of that through the interview because you can't just get a background check on somebody. You have to FOIA
right.
that information.
Right.
So when they come in for the interview, you let them know we cannot hire you if you have any felonies. Do you consent to a background check? And get them to sign it. Then you can just take it to the LSSD. No FOIA needed. I want to do a background check. This is a prospective employee.
Right, of course. Okay. Yeah. I've been having a hard time getting all the LSSD too. I spoke to the attorney general and he was like, "Yeah, I can check for you." He's like, "There's nobody." I'm like, "All right."
Oh.
I've been trying to get my gun registered all day and I haven't been able to do that either. It's a tough luck.
See, that one I don't know if they'll let me take the serial number for you and take it down and say this is Joey Fierro's gun, because then they don't know if I'm giving them a fake gun. I wouldn't do that,
course.
but I think it would be easier.
It would, but I think there's a security risk with that one. Because technically, if you did it, what's stopping somebody else to do it? You know,
They want to see the gun with the person.
exactly, ID and everything, which I understand. But what I don't understand is that there's no sheriffs and deputies at this time of night.
Yeah, that's shocking. And my grandpa just
Friday
said
night.
he retired. He's back with the DOJ.
He's associate justice, right?
Yeah.
Very interesting. I don't know. But I would be very, very grateful if you were able to make a security flyer, or at least maybe teach me how to, because I'm not very good with the little the donates and the cutting out the little squares and stuff like that. I didn't do well in school. I actually almost cut off my finger at one point.
Oh no. Yeah, I can do the flyers. It's okay. I already have one for City Hall. We're hiring clerks, custodians, and security. So I'll go rehang that one.
Well, okay, that's great.
Yeah,
Yeah,
because
we
we pushed
want
the career fair off until next week, but until then, we
Right.
need some help around here. Like, people need to be here to process business applications, so we should hire at least a couple staff in the meantime.
Of course, because effectively right now with Alfredo's mishap, I'm the only security guard.
Yeah.
So it poses an issue, especially with rising tensions. Let's just say that.
I mean, luckily, you just have the one door. When Brooks was the only security, he had to watch all 3 doors, and people would come in from the back door when everyone's watching the front.
Oh, that's not good.
No. So thankfully, we got locks on those now.
Thankfully, that's good. So, all right. Well, on that note, I think I'm gonna tuck in. I might be back later, but if the mayor's gonna be around, if not, then I have exhausted my entirety. I've been around for hours today trying to get a hold of somebody, and I guess just no luck. So,
Okay, I'll see if I can have some luck for you tonight. Maybe some
Thank
good
you,
news in
thank
the
you.
morning.
hopefully. I should be back around, if anything. The mayor should hopefully be around later tonight. I hope so.
Yeah, he's a night owl.
He is quite a night owl. All right, thank you, Kelly.
Anytime.
I'll see you later.
He likes to sleep in the security office. See, I can't believe that there are no police. Actually, I can kind of believe it. They're probably still on that,
So, what are you up to?
rescheduling the career fair. The mayor was really excited, but I told him it would be very hard to get at least a dozen businesses all coordinated in under a week.
Oh, yes. Yeah.
Yeah. So as much as I really want to do it, it's better not to rush it because we want this career fair to be as opportunistic as possible.
Nick.
Hello, Kelly. Miss Chaser.
Hi, Uncle John. I put the blanket back.
Oh,
Thank you.
I saw it. Thank you.
I reached out to Miss Gio, as you requested. When it,
Do you want me to kind of give you a heads up of what this meeting's going to be about? We can kind of talk about it so that way you can kind of go and prepare to maybe talk to your client a little bit more about what to expect.
okay, sure thing.
I know as an attorney, I hate going in.
Okay, so I guess we'll hang here for a bit. A little bit just, City Hall duties. 'Cause, yeah. If there's just Miranda pillbox, no deputies, the LSSD. Let's get some representation going. At least till the desk fills up. It's always nice to come over here and there's someone to talk to. Burger Shot's open in the evenings? Oh my god! I can't wait until I get enough staff for that.
Hailstar,
Dan?
how are you?
Good.
Fantastic.
How are you?
Can we talk, please?
You sound stressed.
That's one word for it.
Okay.
Would you like to walk all the way up to my office, or would you like to go to yours?
Mine, please.
Yours, please. How's your day been?
Good. I'm not used to pajamas like this, so every month I get to buy new ones, so that way they work appropriate. These look work appropriate, right?
Sure.
We don't have to sit at the desk. Don't you want to sit on the couch?
Sure. Kelly,
So why are you stressed?
why am I stressed?
Mm.
I am trying to wrap my head around the fact that you, the victim of an assault, the mayor's chief of staff, the sister to lawyers, the niece to the chief justice, and unless I've been hallucinating for the past couple of weeks, the person that the Attorney General has been seeing decided that the best move is to start dating the star witness of our case.
That is why you're stressed?
Do you even realize what you've done? You've handed the defense a golden ticket, Kelly. They can just rip this case apart. They're going to walk into court and paint this whole thing as a massive setup. that you and Priya cooked this up together. That she's not testifying because of what she heard, that she forced that to happen because she's emotionally, in fact, worse, she's romantically involved and she's invested in you. They'll say that she's testifying just to simply impress you or to protect you or because that you pressured her. Any of those arguments will work for them because they'll make it sound like she's just forced the fact, and the jury will eat it up. The jury will love that. And if it doesn't go to jury, so will the judge. And you know what happens after all that? Murderers walk free, Kelly. The men who assaulted you, the men who killed Victor, they go free because you couldn't keep your personal life out of the one case where it actually mattered. So, yeah, I'm stressed. In fact, I'm not stressed. I'm furious is what I am. Because I've been doing everything that I can for this, for justice to be served and to help you get justice. And all you've ended up doing is making our key witness have a massive conflict of interest.
That's not what I was intending to do.
Well, intent's fantastic, but that's what you've done. So was it worth it? Was it that good a damn date that you risk an entire murder case? Because if the case falls apart, Kelly, this is why. Because everything else is solid. And I suppose what's the overall odd feeling here, Kelly, is that I was just sitting here thinking that you and I had something real. But turns out I should have been more worried about the witness stealing you than the defense stealing my case. Was it worth it?
I don't know. I don't have any words for it.
Honestly, I cannot comprehend how none of that went through your head, Kelly. You're such an intelligent human with a law brain beyond belief for someone that's not done the bar and someone that's not practiced law. You fully understood that, and you chose to ignore it. The whole case, you knew how little that we had in order to get this right. And yet you made this decision. So yeah, I'm stressed. I'm stressed because the biggest case that we've seen in Los Santos is now hanging by a thread. And I've now got to weigh up whether or not it's worth now putting somebody in a position of danger for a case that might not even work. Plus, I've then got the emotional attachments to the witness in regards to you. And I've got to make a decision that I don't want to seem biased. I don't want to seem to be putting emotion involved. I'm trying to remove myself from the matter of fact, but that's very, very difficult. Clearly, because you didn't even think about it or act on it, that dating was more important to you than this whole case. You couldn't have waited 2 weeks?
Sometimes I'm not gonna say it was a mistake because it wasn't. Like,
you know what, Kelly? It was a fucking mistake. It was a mistake to do it at the time that you did it, and the whole case could be screwed because of it.
okay. everything. And Amber knows. Oh my god, Amber knows. And Dan hates me. Because she told everyone about it. They're never gonna tell anybody else. I need to find Priya. Okay, but the thing is, they're not going off of what she says. They're going off of what they say. And no matter how much I like somebody, I'm not gonna admit that I attacked somebody else, and in what world does that make sense? It's like, it makes sense that because she likes me, she'd put her life on the line to make sure I get justice. What doesn't make sense is because she likes me, these guys are gonna say, like, we beat the shit out of your girlfriend. They'll threaten to do that. But what benefit is to do that retroactively? Yeah, they can scrutinize why she decided to do this. Like, it's her infatuation with you that made her want to go get this confession. Yeah. Not manipulate them into saying they did something that they didn't do. Because if she's friends with these guys, what possible benefit is there to get them to say that we beat the fuck out of your girlfriend? In what world? If anything, they would want to hide that ugly fact, protect the friendship, not brag about it. They would threaten future harm. This is past harm. That was stuff. Okay. Stop and think.